re-election campaign. Heading to Arizona, the contest tightens dramatically. Here, Trump holds a slim advantage, leading by 2 points. The vote share stands at 51% for Trump and 49% for Harris. Arizona's shifting demographics have made it a pivotal battleground, and this tight margin underscores its competitive nature. Next, we examine Nevada, a state known for close contests. The latest data presents a razor-thin race with President Harris and Trump tied at 50% each. This dead heat reflects the state's nuanced political landscape and its importance as a swing state in this election. Turning to Utah, Trump's dominance is clear. With a 22.4-point lead, Trump holds 61.2% of the vote share, while Harris trails with 38.8%. Utah's deep red stance continues to bolster Trump's electoral map. In Idaho, Trump secures a significant victory with a 33.4-point advantage. He captures 66.7% of the vote compared to Harris's 33.3%. The strong Republican base here solidifies Idaho as one of Trump's most reliable supporters. Montana follows suit with a robust showing for Trump, who leads by 18 points. His vote share stands at 59%, with President Harris at 41%. This wide margin further confirms Montana's alignment with the Republican camp. The deep red state of Wyoming delivers Trump one of his most overwhelming victories, with a 45.6-point lead. He commands 72.8% of the vote share, while Harris manages 27.2%. Wyoming's steadfast Republican loyalty is on full display in these numbers. In Colorado, Harris finds a stronghold. With a 12-point advantage, she claims 56% of the vote, compared to Trump's 44%. This margin cements Colorado as part of Harris's blue firewall in the Rocky Mountain region. New Mexico. Harris holds a 7.6-point lead here, securing 53.8% of the vote share, while Trump follows with 46.2%. New Mexico's inclination toward Democratic candidates remains intact, thanks to its diverse and urban populations. In Texas, the story shifts. Trump maintains a 7.2-point advantage with 53.6% of the vote compared to Harris's 46.4%. While closer than in past elections, Texas's Republican roots still provide Trump with a strong foothold. Oklahoma continues to be a Republican stronghold. Trump commands a significant 33.6-point lead, winning 66.8% of the vote. Harris trails significantly, capturing only 33.2%. Oklahoma's conservative base solidifies its position as a critical part of Trump's map. Over in Kansas, Trump secures a 16.4-point lead. His vote share reaches 58.2%, with Harris garnering 41.8%. The state's deeply entrenched Republican leanings are evident in this double-digit margin. In Nebraska 3rd congressional districts, Trump dominates with a 54.8-point lead, holding 77.4% of the vote, while Harris takes just 22.6%. In contrast, Nebraska's 2nd congressional districts shifts blue, showing Harris with a 7-point advantage and a 53.5% vote share compared to Trump's 46.5%. This competitive district plays a critical role in potentially tipping Nebraska's overall tally. Nebraska 1st congressional districts, however, swings back in favor of Trump, who holds a 17-point lead with 58.5% of the vote, while Harris claims 41.5%. In South Dakota, Trump leads by a significant 27.8 points, taking 63.9% of the vote. Harris trails at 36.1%, reinforcing South Dakota's solid Republican stance. North Dakota mirrors this sentiment, giving Trump a 33.6-point lead. His 66.8% vote share showcases the state's unwavering Republican support, leaving Harris with 33.2%. Minnesota provides a tighter contest, leaning Democratic. Harris leads by 6 points, securing 53% of the vote compared to Trump's 47%. Known for its progressive base, Minnesota's outcome reflects its importance as a blue-leaning but competitive state. Iowa, once a swing state, now shows a 9.6-point lead for Trump. His vote share stands at 54.8%, with Harris at 45.2%. The state's rural population continues to anchor its shift toward the Republican column. Missouri follows a similar trend, with Trump leading by 14.2 points. His 57.1% of the vote overshadows Harris's 42.9%, confirming Missouri's place as a secure Republican state. Arkansas shows one of Trump's strongest performances, with a 28.8-point advantage. Trump secures 64.4% of the vote, while Harris holds 35.6%. The state's deep red character leaves little room for competition. In Louisiana, Trump holds a 21-point lead, claiming 60.5% of the vote. Harris manages 39.5%, reflecting the state's firm Republican alignment and significant conservative base. Mississippi continues the Republican trend, showing Trump with an 18.8-point lead. He takes 59.4% of the vote, while Harris follows with 40.6%. This margin underscores Mississippi's solid Republican preference. Alabama presents another resounding win for Trump. With a 28-point lead, Trump commands 64% of the vote share, compared to Harris's 36%. The state's strong conservative culture reaffirms its alignment with Trump. Tennessee shows Trump leading by 23.8 points, holding 61.9% of the vote. Harris trails at 38.1%. Tennessee's consistent Republican support ensures its continued presence in Trump's column. Kentucky, a stronghold for Trump, where he leads with a 28-point margin, commanding 64% of the vote. Harris trails significantly at 36%, reinforcing Kentucky's steadfast support for the Republican ticket. Indiana continues to align with Trump, who holds a 17.2-point lead, securing 58.6% of the vote. Harris follows with 41.4%, showcasing Indiana's consistent lean toward the GOP. Illinois, a key Democratic state, stands firmly with Harris, who leads by 14.8 points. Harris commands 57.4% of the vote, while Trump takes 42.6%. This margin reaffirms Illinois as a cornerstone of the Democratic map. Wisconsin is a true battleground, with Harris holding a slim 0.8-point lead. She has 50.4% of the vote, with Trump close behind at 49.6%. The razor-thin margin highlights Wisconsin's pivotal role in the election. In Michigan, Harris edges out Trump by 1.2 points, claiming 50.6% of the vote. Trump follows closely with 49.4%, making Michigan a critical state to watch as both candidates vie for its electoral votes. Ohio, with its mix of urban and rural voters, leans Republican this cycle. Trump leads by 8.2 points, securing 54.1% of the vote to Harris's 45.9%, cementing Ohio's current tilt toward the GOP. Pennsylvania is on a knife's edge. Trump holds a narrow 0.2-point lead with 50.1% of the vote, while Harris trails at 49.9%. This margin places Pennsylvania among the most fiercely contested states of the election. New York solidly supported Harris, giving her a 17.2-point lead with 58.6% of the vote. Trump's 41.4% reflects his steady minority support in the state. New York remains a Democratic stronghold. Vermont sees Harris with a sweeping 33.4-point lead. Her 66.7% vote share underscores Vermont's progressive base, leaving Trump with 33.3%. The state's deep blue status remains unchallenged. New Hampshire leans toward Harris, who leads by 5.6 points, taking 52.8% of the vote. Trump follows with 47.2%, marking the state as competitive, yet favoring the Democratic side. Maine's 2nd congressional district gives Trump a 6.6-point lead with 53.3% of the vote, while Harris has 46.7%. However, Maine's 1st district flips back to Harris, who holds a 22-point advantage at 61%, leaving Trump with 39%. Massachusetts provides a strong showing for Harris with a 28.4-point lead. She secures 64.2% of the vote, while Trump takes 35.8%. The state's progressive landscape stays true to form. Rhode Island continues to back Harris with a 16.6-point lead, taking 58.3% of the vote, compared to Trump's 41.7%. Its reliable blue status reinforces her East Coast support. Connecticut shows Harris leading by 17.4 points, capturing 58.7% of the vote. Trump stands at 41.3%, further showcasing Connecticut's Democratic lean. New Jersey remains in Harris's corner with a 13.2-point advantage, showing a 56.6% vote share. Trump holds 43.4%, affirming New Jersey's traditional blue alignment. Delaware, the home state of President Harris's running mate, supports her with a 16.2-point lead. Harris secures 58.1% of the vote, while Trump holds 41.9%, cementing its place in the Democratic column. Maryland offers Harris one of her most decisive victories, with a 28.8-point lead and 64.4% of the vote. Trump trails with 35.6%, reinforcing Maryland's status as a Democratic stronghold. In West Virginia, Trump's dominance is clear. He leads by 40.4 points, capturing 70.2% of the vote, with Harris at 29.8%. This result showcases West Virginia's deep-rooted Republican leanings. Virginia leans Democratic, with Harris holding a 7.2-point lead. She garners 53.6% of the vote, while Trump secures 46.4%. The state's suburban and urban centers continue to play a crucial role in Harris's advantage. North Carolina is competitive, with Trump leading by 1.4 points. His vote share stands at 50.7%, while Harris trails at 49.3%, highlighting North Carolina's status as a swing state. South Carolina shows a 12.8-point lead for Trump. He commands 56.4% of the vote, with Harris at 43.6%, reinforcing the state's Republican base. Georgia remains closely contested, with Trump leading by 1.6 points. He holds 50.8% of the vote, while Harris follows with 49.2%. Georgia's shifting demographics keep it in the spotlight as a pivotal battleground. In Florida, Trump secures a 6-point lead with 53% of the vote. Harris stands at 47% as the Sunshine State continues to lean toward the GOP in this cycle. Alaska sees Trump with a 10-point lead, holding 55% of the vote to Harris's 45%. The state's Republican leanings are evident in this margin. Finally, Hawaii shows strong support in Harris, who holds a 27.2-point lead. Her vote share is 63.6%, while Trump's is 36.4%, securing Hawaii as one of the most reliably Democratic states. Thanks for tuning in to today's Blueprint News. Don't forget to subscribe and enable notifications so you won't miss any important updates. With trusted insights from 538, we'll keep you informed with reliable predictions and in-depth polling analysis. Catch you in the next video. Hey everyone, welcome back to today's Blueprint News. I'm Avinash Raj Singh, here to give you the